Welcome everybody, welcome. I am so excited because today we are joined by Maudsley, and Sumi is the most phenomenal stylist and fashion designer. She's got her own business called Design and Style, and Sumi's going to be talking about your personal brand and image today. And I know we've got about 40 minutes of content with Sumi, and then there's an opportunity to ask questions at the end as well, which is fantastic. So I am going to literally just hand it over to you, Sumi, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, hi everybody. My name is Sumi Maudsley, and as Louisa has introduced you, I have my own business as a personal shopper and a fashion designer. Let me just let you know how I met Louisa. Back in May or June, I did a talk for the FSB, which is the Federation of Small Businesses, for women on how I came into my business. And Louise was one of the people who came to watch me talk, and we had a chat afterwards, and we caught up for a few coffees, and I met her quite a few times, and she explained her line of work as a life coach and how she helps women to build their self-esteem and their confidence. And we had a little chat about whether I would like to do a webinar for her clients, yourselves, about building your personal brand and image. Now, this webinar is based on her clients, the sort of age range mid-30s to mid-50s that she's working with. And I'm going to explain to you today how I've used my career as a fashion designer and how I've built it up to my business as a personal shopper and stylist, and how I can help you with your personal brand and image. Okay, so I'll start with how I started off with. Young age, teenager, I couldn't find any clothes in the shops, so I learned to make my own clothes when I was about 13. I bought my own sewing machine. I learned how to sew because I couldn't find any clothes in the shops, and that led me to studying on fashion when I was 16. I was very creative. I'm still very creative, but I also had a business side of me, obviously, in London when I was growing up. So I took a fashion course and I learned how to sew properly, pattern cut and draw. But as well as taking this creative course, I always had in the back of my mind, I had to keep my academic side up. So I also took business studies courses, accountancy and communication course alongside my fashion course. So that kept me on the academic side as well as doing my creative side. And so after that, I went on to university, did my degree, did my catwalk show at University of Derby, and we had an end of year show, and I graduated, and then I got a job a month after graduating, and as a designer. So I worked full time as a fashion designer for many brands along the high street. There was Jeffrey Rogers, there was Burberry, there was Racing Green, Pamplemousse. I worked full time for 11 years designing menswear and women's wear. And I travelled all around the world in those 11 years. And I visited many factories and trade shows, and I did lots of presentations. And in those jobs, I also had to work on shop floors, which is how I started the style. Because in those days, and still today, hello, has someone joined us?
Hello, yes, hi.
I just want to continue. I'm just explaining about my career,
Okay.
how I got into fashion. And then, so in my 11 years of working as a fashion designer, I was sent onto the shop floor to work with customers to see how they bought into the products. And I learned, and whilst I was on the shop floors for the brands that I was designing for, I started putting outfits together and putting products on people according to their shapes and sizes. So I did this with menswear, I did this with women's wear, and I also did it for outsize as well. And so I got lots of experience about talking to people, how to dress them, putting them in the right clothes for their size and shape. So after I'd been working full time, I had 2 children. So I've got 2 boys now, and they're teenagers. And to go back to my original full-time job, it's very hard to work full-time and travel all around the world whilst bringing up children. So then I became freelance and I started up my business, Design and Style. So today I still design for people along the high street, but on a freelance basis, on a contract business. And I also style as a personal shopper and stylist. So with all my freelance clients, I've actually designed a lot more newer areas. So I've specialised in knitwear when I graduated, but I've also designed jersey wear, which is t-shirts, wovens, tailoring, some shoes even. And I've gone on to developing swimwear and lingerie and nightwear and yoga wear as well. So I've got this whole huge client base of product areas that I've designed for. So when I've also designed for them, I've also styled in my jobs as well. I've also done press shows, so that's all helped me meet people and see exactly what they're looking for. So I now use those skills to personal shop. I work in Tunbridge Wells, around London, between Tunbridge Wells and London, around the southeast area. So I have people coming to me if they need some help with their wardrobe, or whether they need an overhaul of their image, especially women who have been mums and they've not been working for a while because they've been too busy working, bringing up their children, and they're at a stage in their life where they want to go back to work, but they've been out of the office or the working environment for about 10 years. So they don't know what to wear. They don't know how people wear. Everything's changing now, brand-wise and image-wise, because a lot of people can access it on the internet, and everybody can see it, as well as reading it in magazines. They can see it online. They can see it on the TV. In today's society, it's quite a lot of emphasis about your personal brand and image and how you look. And it's also about increasing your self-esteem and your confidence. So I help clients now to achieve that in their wardrobe. So I have a variety of different clients where they might be part-time workers, they might be part-time mums who are going back to work, or they might be ladies who are working full-time, that they don't have any time to actually shop, or they might have lost a lot of weight and they don't know they want, and everything in their wardrobe is doesn't fit anymore, and they need a huge overhaul. And so I get a variety of clients that come along who ask for different things, and they're ladies and men of different shapes and sizes. There might be men don't usually like shopping. They normally like to go in the shop and then come out and have everything bought for them. And menswear is a little bit more easier because it's less product areas. I do all sorts of things. I do their wardrobes, detoxes first. I do colour and style for them, and then I do personal shopping for them. So some clients may only want a certain thing doing, or some clients, I had a lady who wanted the whole thing doing from start to finish. She wanted her wardrobe detox, and then she wanted her colour and style, and then she wanted personal shopping. And she was a part-time mum. She also was a part-time beauty person as well, and she was going back to uni to study another career. So she had lots of things going on, and she had 2 boys. So we just did the whole thing for her, and she said it's so much easier now because when she opens a wardrobe, she just has a whole wardrobe of things that we've bought on her personal shop, and she doesn't get stressed about how to put her things together. When we went personal shopping, we had some weekend items, some work items, and then also some college studying items as well, where she could mix and match along the way. So that's pretty much what I do. So I've been asked by Louisa to explain about all the areas that I deal with. So I'm going to just talk about how you can detox your wardrobe. I've got a rail of clothes here, which I will go through with you just to let you know what sort of essentials and key items you should have in your wardrobe, how to make things a lot easier. And then after that, I'll have any questions from anybody. Does that sound okay? Yeah? Okay. I'm just looking at the time. Okay, right. So wardrobe detoxes first. We have, before I go on to the key items, when I go with clients to do wardrobe detox, it's quite good to set aside a day to do it or a morning to do it, and to have lots of bin bags. So we have this 3 things: bin, recycle and keep. You have to be in quite the right frame of mind to do this, because if you don't want to really do it, you shouldn't really do it. If you do it, you have to attack it with some sort of gusto, as you say. So a lot of things in your wardrobe, if you've not worn them for 6 months, 6 months to a year, that really should go in the bin pile. Recycle things can be recycled at charity shops, sold on eBay. I have a client who sold when we did her wardrobe detox, she didn't particularly want to wear them anymore, but they were quite formal dresses and things that she'd worn to a wedding for a day or two, and she just wouldn't wear them again. They're a bit outdated. And after our wardrobe detox, she actually sold them all, and she made another £200 just selling all the items we recycled from the wardrobe. So she was really pleased, because she said, my gosh, I just can't believe someone else wants my stuff. And it's really good. It's really good to recycle things. And in this day, everyone disposes things far too much. And I'm always down the charity shop recycling my items and other clients' items. And I'm even doing an event next month, a fashion reboot, where I'm going to be selling a lot of stuff that we don't need and things that clients don't need. So it's really good to recycle your things, or you can do a little shroot party where you invite your friends around and you exchange clothes. So that's a good way to recycle things. And then your key items should be things that you really, really love, that you know you're going to be wearing, and they should be your classic things, the classic things that don't date as much. And they're the key items should be the things that you love and that you know you'll wear. And that's where somebody like me will come in and tell you what things you should keep, and then on top of those essentials that you've got in your wardrobe, that's when you should buy the new things for the seasons. You don't have to buy that many things, just because if you have the basics of your wardrobe, you should only have to buy a few little things left. Because one of the things I get asked as a personal shopper, friends and clients say to me, you must have a huge wardrobe, Sumi. You must have loads. I have one wardrobe, an IKEA double packs wardrobe, where it's all covered in compartments. It's all got drawers, little hanging shelves, but everything is compact. And if it starts getting too much clothes, that's when I know I've bought too much, because then I'm going like this, thinking I can't find anything to wear in the mornings. And you don't want to be doing that, because we've got too many decisions to make in life, and I don't want to have more decisions choosing what clothes to wear. So the wardrobe detox is really, really good. And I've had clients saying to me, oh my God, it's really cathartic after I've done that. It's like I've decluttered my whole life. I've had people saying, I used to wear this suit for 10 years ago, and I say, but you're not going to wear them again, so bin it. And they get really upset. So I let them have a little sentimental pile for their favourite things they have to do. But you do have to learn to let go of things, because the less things you have in your life, the less decisions you have to make. So I'm just going to talk about, so in your wardrobe, when you detox, you should have some key items in your wardrobe, and I'm going to go through those next, and then I'll go through the sort of things that you can buy to top up your wardrobe. Okay, is that okay? I'm not going too fast, am I? Is everybody okay? All right, then, okay. Okay, so in your wardrobe, you should have a pair of jeans. A pair of jeans, classic jeans, which you can dress up or dress down. Now, I'm showing you these because I think for our age group and for your client's age group, we should be wearing more classic dark jeans rather than the ripped bleached jeans. So it's always good to have a nice pair of skinny jeans in the dark indigo. They're smarter, and you can also dress them up or down. So you can dress them enough for work, and then you can also dress them casually for weekends. So for instance, a pair of jeans like this, you could make it quite casual with so this is a grey, nice cashmere sweater. You could dress it quite casually for the weekend, these jeans. And then you can also dress it slightly smarter with a blazer and a coloured tee with it as well. So you can, there's lots of things you can be quite versatile with. And another thing you can should have in your wardrobe is a blazer. So this is a navy blazer, which is quite nice. It's quite soft, but it's quite soft. It's not so regular. It's got quite a nice drape to it. And this is where you can bring out some colours. If you want to bring more colours into your wardrobe, you can put a coloured vest underneath it. And then you can team it up with some jeans like that. So that's another way of looking at it. Also, and going on the blazer side, it's good to have a neutral blazer, like a navy blue or a black blazer. And then if you like wearing blazers, you can go for it in a colour as well, which is quite different. So for instance, you can put that still with the jeans and it looks completely different. And the blazer, you could pop over something like a stripy top like this. So your stripy top could be black or white, navy or white. And then again, you've got another look there with your jeans. So you can work around, so that's how the jeans can be, you can use that with quite a lot of things in your wardrobe. So I've named the blazer and the jeans. The t-shirts are some good things to have in your wardrobe. So I've just shown you a little plain white tee, but this one's got a nice little print on it. You can always go plain, and then you've got a little long sleeve top. So t-shirts are good because they're the lower value items that you buy in a shop, and you can always team them with jeans or the little blazers or cardigans. This is a little cardi. This is a really nice little oversized cardi, which I've put over a really bright day dress. So if you have dresses in your wardrobe, this is quite a formal, dressy dress, so quite going out, frilly. But if you put a cardigan over the top, you suddenly make it into more day wear, and you can dress down your dresses. Okay, that's the jeans. So even with the jeans, you can put something like a bright sweater with it, bright jumper, like this. So that's quite a good staple. So you've got your jeans, your blazer, your t-shirts. And I'm just going to talk to you about blouses and shirts. So if you don't want to wear t-shirts, other good things to wear as tops are blouses. There's lots of blouses out at the moment, and they're a bit more softer and girlier if you think t-shirts are too casual. So if you go for something like this, a little black and white top, that's really nice because you can put that with jeans. You can put that with some black trousers, and suddenly it's much more smarter. Now these trousers are Joseph trousers, wool ones, which I've bought in the sales. So it's mid-season sales at the moment. So it's a really good time to look in the sales now to get these basics, like your basic black trouser, a good blazer, a good pair of jeans, and then you top up your wardrobe by buying the fun fashion things and the t-shirts, the blouses. If you get I've had these for about 4 years, and they're always I'm going for an interview trouser or a business meeting trouser. And if you put it with a girly blouse, it just does the trick. This is another little girly blouse that I have, and it's the same as the other one. Again, it's just a little pretty design, but it's smart enough. If you put it with a pair of trousers and your blazer, it's smart enough to go for a meeting or work if that's what you want to do. But then you can always wear it with just a pair of jeans and heels at the weekend. So it can do quite a lot of things. So blouses are really, really, really useful things to have in your wardrobe. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is shirts. So we're talking about t-shirts, blouses, and then shirts. There's a lot of man shirts out at the moment with shirt and collars. It's always good to have. Now this one doesn't have a collar because I can't personally wear collars because I'm quite full-chested. So I tend to buy things that haven't got shirt collar. So this is a really good shirt because it's round neck, it opens like this, and I can wear a little cami so it looks a bit girlier. And for instance, the blouse I've got on now is a blouse, but it hasn't got shirt or collars. But I can wear it with a little cami, and it's just a bit more feminine. Whereas if you're flat-chested, it's easier for you to wear shirts and collars. But I just don't suit that shape. I prefer going for the girlier blouses, and that's my idea of a shirt. But shirts and blouses are really, really good. Okay, and then I'll show you a few knitwear pieces that I've already shown you. If you want some colour into your wardrobe, it's good to have your knitwear, because it's the knitwear season, autumn, winter. It's good to have a neutral piece like this, like pale grey. Pale grey is a really good neutral colour because it's not as hard as black or navy, and navy is a good colour. But try not to wear black knitwear because it can make you quite, especially next to your face, it can make you look quite hard, especially if we're all paler in the winter. And it's good, a colour like this is good on your skin because it suits most different coloured haired people. And then if you have some neutral pieces of knitwear, and then if you love colour, that's where you can inject it into your wardrobe, like a piece like this. And it's just a simple crew neck sweater, and you can, if you don't like the colour, you can tone it down with a nice scarf like this. Like this, and if you can imagine those with some black jeans or some dark grey jeans, that's another way of getting colour into your wardrobe. So that's knitwear. And then also there's a lot of talk about cardis, as I showed you earlier, these sort of knitted cardis. And these look great over skinny jeans and the blouse and some little heels. And so I talked about having a good tailored trouser in your wardrobe. A good thing to have also in your wardrobe is a pencil skirt. So like a light black trousers, quite a nice tailored black skirt. Now this one's like a faux leather one, but what's quite good about it is below the knee. So you can wear it with quite a lot of little ankle boots, knee-high boots, but it's just plain. So when you're seeing that, something like that, with a cuddly knit, like this, and some little black boots, ooh, it's suddenly quite chic. You play down the sort of leatherette look by having these, oops, hold on, excuse me. That's my reminder about my son's maths tutor lesson today. Sorry. Okay. And it suddenly makes it look a bit more chic because you're playing down the leatherette look, but with a really nice cozy cashmere. So that's a really good combo. And then dresses wise, it's always good to have some dresses in your wardrobe, whether it's a plain one like this, which I showed you earlier, so plain, which you can put things like a little cardi over the top, or, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Or you could put like a little leather jacket over it. I had to go to the other room, I realised the jacket was in the other room. Or a little leather jacket. So little dresses like this can be dressed up or dressed down. And you can also take a dress like this, which again, it's a little pretty pattern. You can dress it up or down. If you're going to work or something, again, you can put the little cardi over it, which is one way of styling it. Or you pop the leather jacket over it. So it's complete. You can do quite a lot of things with dresses. And I think people think dresses should only be worn to a wedding or for dinner or for going out, special things. But I think there's so many dresses nowadays that you can do lots of things with them. And I wear dresses lots because it's easier to get dressed than a top and a bottom. But I wear mine with lots of jackets over the summer or with cardigans, or I wear a little long sleeve thermal under them as well. So I'm still wearing the dress, but I'm not wearing a big cardi over it. And dresses are everywhere at the moment. You can get so many dresses, but it's good to have some plain ones and some patterned ones, and then you can mix and match them. So they should be part of your day wear wardrobe, as well as just tops and bottoms all the time. And then going on to coats, you've seen a little leather jacket. A little jacket is good to have. And then also something like a big coat, a big dress coat. Again, this is where you can put colour into your wardrobe. And at this time of the year, before you hit your winter coat, a good one is a trench coat, a shower trench coat. Now this one's in black because I don't suit stone ones, but it's good to have it in a neutral colour like a stone or a navy or a cream or a sort of creamy neutral colour, and then keep that as your classic. So it's good to have a small jacket, a short jacket, and then a dressier coat, and then a trench. And then you may, when it gets colder, you get onto your winter coat. And then with your wardrobe, you can accessorise it with all sorts of different things to make your outfits. So for instance, you can use things like scarves, like I showed you earlier, the grey scarf, like a nice leopard print, can go, looks fab across the trench coat, like this. Goes lovely with the knit, really nice with the knit. So you can use scarves to accessorise your look. And then if you want to bring colour into your wardrobe, but you don't particularly want to wear a huge bright colour, buy it in a scarf instead. So something like this, where you can be a bit bold with the print, and you want to test whether you can wear that colour or not. Do it in a scarf first before you buy a whole item. So you may want to wear it something like this, with a white, this jacket with a white t-shirt or a plain black t-shirt is absolutely fine. And then just jazz it up with a scarf. And that's a good idea of how you bring print and colour into your wardrobe without spending the money on a whole item of clothing. Okay, and then I'm just going to talk to you bag-wise. It's good to have a nice big holder like this, where I call it the kitchen sink holder. Now, this is a black leather holder I've had for about 6 years. My friends makes bags, and this year I decided it looks a bit boring black, so I put some pom-poms on them, because pom-poms are everywhere. But I don't need to be wearing them on my body, but pom-poms and a key ring is great. It's a little trend. And next year, I don't know, it might be feathers, so then I take it off and put a feather key ring on. And it's great because it's got this compartment here, which you put your shoes in. So when you go out, you could take your flat shoes in there or your heels and switch them over. So it's a really good bag. I've had it for 9 years, and it's just really good to have things. So you can update things like classic black bags with little accessories again, like the scarf. Another trend at the moment with bags is taking a printed scarf like this and then just knotting it just like that on the edge of your bag. So then that is also another way of doing colour into your handbags, into your outfit, but without actually wearing it. So that's another thing you can do with your accessories. And then I'm just going to show you a couple of other bags. If you don't want to go the whole coloured bag route, take something like a little neutral colour bag. Camel, it will look really good with navy, like that. Also with the black. So that's a really good colour to have. And then again, accessories. If you want to have a little colour injection into your wardrobe, do it in the way of a clutch bag like this, or a little gold one. Gold is another neutral. Anything gold or silver, the metallics, are really good because the metallics can go with everything in your wardrobe. They're really good to have, and you normally decide whether you're a gold lady or a silver lady by what sort of jewellery you wear, what sort of earrings you wear, and then use that in your accessories. So if you love gold, you go for the gold shoes, gold. Your silver, the same way. But use the gold and silver as a neutral because it sits within your whole of your wardrobe. So that's it. Oh, the other thing I didn't mention about is blouses was if you want to go the coloured blouses. So, and another injection of colour. This is a silk blouse. Lots of silk blouses at the moment, but that's a lot of greens and jewels going in. But it's another way of getting colour into your wardrobe. And I just happened to find this silk scarf that matches really well with it. And this would look lovely underneath the navy blazer, like this. Oh, let me get the scarf out. The navy blazer, so navy and green. If you're thinking everything looks a bit red and pink, I pulled this out to say, this looks really nice, the navy and the gold, the navy and the green, sorry. And then also the grey marl looks really nice as well with it. But again, that was, I should have shown you that when I was talking about blouses, I forgot, so apologise. Okay, so they're the things that you should be having for your wardrobe essentials. Now, before I started about your key wardrobe, the thing that I missed out completely was, before you do your wardrobe, the first thing you need to do, and this is what I do with my detoxes with clients, is your underwear. Your underwear is the most important thing to do first. So when I go to a client's house, I completely forgot about it. It's on my list and I forgot. So So I'll tell you all about it now. So when I go to a client's wardrobe, I say to them, where's your underwear? And they all go, oh, you're not going to look at my underwear? And I go, no, you have to, because when you get dressed in the mornings and how you are as a person has to start from your foundations, you know, all the things that you put on first, and your underwear is what you put on first. So I'm telling you this because the amount of clients I've gone to their house and I've pulled out their underwear and there's been 20 grey M&S sneakers, and I just go, oh, you know, I said, you can't feel nice about yourself if you're wearing those. You can't possibly, whether it's for your husband or your boyfriend or for yourself, you can't possibly wear those. And I even had one client, I pulled them all out. So they obviously all went into the bin pile because we don't want any of those. And then as I pulled them all out, and she was going, do you think I should throw them? And before she even finished her sentence, I was already hoiking them into the bin bag. I found all this beautiful silk underwear given to her by her husband, stuffed right at the back of the drawer. And I said, oh my gosh, what are you doing with all, what's all this? Why have you not worn this? And she said, my husband's given me that, but I feel guilty wearing them. I like wearing my M&S. And I said, no, you have to put those at the front of your underwear cupboard. And I've had a couple of clients where their husbands have obviously given them all this lovely underwear, and they feel really guilty about wearing it. So I've got rid of the horrible grey underwear, and they've been wearing it. And I've had a few comments from clients saying, my husband's so much happier I'm wearing his underwear and everything. And it's really revitalised her and their marriage because, you know, they've started wearing them. So underwear is really, really important. But quite a few women do this. They feel guilty about wearing nice underwear. And I always think, if you don't feel nice when you put your underwear on, how's the rest of you going to feel? So you should always invest in your underwear. So whether you don't have to spend a lot, but you do need to get measured. Do you know we have to get measured every 6 months as women, as for bras? And I've had people say, I haven't been measured for 9 years. The last time I got measured was 9 years ago for my maternity bra when I had kids. And I've gone, oh, you know, and then I've seen their bras and go, okay, bin, you know, and when you go to have your to be measured up for a bra, they ask you, when is the last time you've been measured? And I've heard in the changing rooms women say, 5 years ago. And I can hear the assistants all say, madam, you're supposed to get measured every 6 months, because our boobs change. They change because of stress, jobs, having children, weight loss, weight gain, dieting, all sorts of things. And that's why we have to have them measured all the time. And I also believe in it because we have to have them for the rest of our lives. So basically, if you don't look after your boobs, they won't be nice when we get older. It's like our teeth and our eyes and our ears and our hair and everything. A lot of women just forget about their boobs, basically, because we're made to feel a bit guilty for it. So that's the first thing you should do, is to go out and get measured. And I even did this with my own mum, and she was so shocked, going, I can't believe I've not been measured. She was wearing completely the wrong size, and the lady who was measuring her was so lovely. She says, I get lots of ladies your mum's age, my mum's 70, who come in here who've never been measured for years, and they're wearing all the wrong things. And it was quite a revelation for my mum as well. This was last year, we had her measured. So it's a really good idea to go and get measured, and then get your neutral sets, whether it's a black set or a white set or a nude set, and then as well as a neutral set, get a nice set. So your favourite colour. Underwear is really good to wear your favourite colour. So say your favourite colour's, I don't know, peacock blue, a teal blue. Get it in a set of underwear. If you're not brave enough to wear it as a t-shirt or wear it as your underwear, and then only you know you're wearing it, not anyone else. Maybe your husband if you let him see. But you will feel more special if you're wearing your favourite set of underwear. Make sure they're always matching as well. don't mismatch, because I always believe in, if you have an accident and something happens to you and they have to undress you and you're not in matching underwear, oh my gosh. I always believe in that. And if you do buy something like a brilliant black bra, buy 4 pairs of black lovely knickers that go with it, so you can rotate it all night. I have a really good tip. If you buy a special bra, so say your teal bra, buy the bra, but buy 2 pairs of pants with it. So not just 1 pair of pants and the bra, buy 2. And then that means you'll wear the set more, because when one's in the wash and all this sort of thing. So it's really good to invest in all that underwear first before you go into your wardrobe, because that will make you feel much better when you wake up in the morning, because you'll feel a bit more special. You'll think, oh yeah, I'm all fitting right, and I've been measured properly, I'm looking after my boobies, and you know, I'm feeling good about myself. And then that's when you layer the clothes on top of all the colours that you love, all the prints that you like, and that is part of building your image up and your brand. Because they say when you meet somebody, you get the first impression of them within the first minute or something. Is it the first 30 seconds to a minute? It's always to do with a handshake, or whether you do kissy depending on which environment you are. And then also what you wear. And even though people say it isn't, you can see the eyes flicker up and down, whether it's discreetly or obviously. People do it. And unfortunately, we're in a world where everybody is judging how you look and what you wear all the time. Even with my children say the same as well. They say exactly the same things as well. So this is how I help to build people's brands and image up. I make them feel better about themselves. I help them put their wardrobes together and realise how they don't have to spend that much money to get that wardrobe, because normally after I've done a wardrobe detox with a client, they say, oh, these are my favourite jeans, I just need some nice tops to go with it, or this is my favourite blazer, I'd like some dresses to go with it. Or people who said, I don't wear dresses at all because I don't know how to buy them. And so this is where I come in and help people to build up their confidence and build their brands. And it may be that they're working in an office, or they're working at home, or a bit of both. I work at home and I work in an office. So you kind of have to have your clothes work for you, and you've got to have your clothes make you happy. Like your underwear should be making yourself feel happy first, and then your clothes do afterwards, and your accessories and your shoes. Because if you feel happy, then you project that off to people when you meet them. Because this whole thing of people who dress in black head to toe because they don't know what to wear, it's because they don't know the decision. I mean, I know I'm wearing black trousers, but I've got a red top on because red, I love red. It makes me really happy. My car's red. I'm red fanatic, but it's also because it's a lucky colour with Chinese people. So I feel if I'm doing something that's quite important to me, I always want red because I feel quite lucky. And we all should have that in our wardrobes. If there's a colour that we love, we should be embracing that. And that's where I see clients and I talk to them about their lifestyles. I look at their wardrobes, their colouring, their hair, and what they do. And I put colours onto them that will be more positive for them, that will be much more uplifting. I don't believe in just wearing black, navy all the time. You've got to have some colour in your life. And that's where I explain to people, if you don't want to wear a bright red blazer, you do it in the form of a scarf or an accessory or a little printed top. Printed tops are brilliant, they are. So that's where I help people on achieving that. And that's what I do with the personal shopping. After I've done the wardrobe detox, I've done the colour and style, we've talked about their favourite colours, then we go out shopping and then we pull out all the things that they will love. And it's got to be, you know, when you pick up an item, do you like this? No, okay, put it back, because you've got to love it instantly. Because if you're not if you go, that's what you'll be doing in front of your wardrobe in the mornings. Because I won't be there saying, do you like this? You'll be going, whereas I think on a day like this, it's horrible and grey. Oh, I'm going to wear red today because it's horrible and grey. And I meet up with people and they say, oh, you're got something. And I probably would chuck a red coat over this outfit as well. And people will say, God, you're so bright and red. And I say, but it's a horrible day out there, isn't it? So colour is really, really important about projecting yourself as an image and a brand. And yeah, I think I even had one friend who said to me, you're the lady in red, because every time I see posts about you on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, you're always in red. And I turned up at a birthday party not in red. And I think she was a bit disappointed because I turned up in a black dress with red flowers on it, red and green flowers. So I'd already got this reputation, but this, so people are already thinking that's their impression of me as my brand. Oh, she's wearing another. I saw you walking down the road. You in your big red coat, walking down the road. So I get that a lot. So your branding and your image is very important to you because you want people to remember you. If you're going back to work and you're going for an interview, you want those people to remember you from that interview because they'll be interviewing lots of other people for that position, or they might be younger people or people with much more of a stronger image. And you've got to make them remember you, basically. So this is where I come in and help achieve that with people. It may be somebody who's in business, who's working 5 days a week, she's got to look sharp against a male-dominated office. So I can help her shop, but without looking too provocative at work, so that she can stand out. But not look too challenging at work, especially if she's working with lots of men, i.e. city or something. Or I also help people who may have lost a lot of weight, they want a bit of an image over, and I recommend them to other people like hairdressers, beauty people, and they have a little bit of an overhaul. And women are made to feel guilty all the time about treating themselves, and we shouldn't really, because it's all about our well-being and positiveness about us. Because if we do that, if we just do that to make ourselves better, then it will be much easier. I think we're made to feel a bit guilty about it sometimes, but I definitely think you should have your hair done, always make yourself feel special, even if it's a night in, having a bath with lots of candles in, reading a magazine, we're allowed to do that. So that's me. I think, have I covered everything? Yes, I think I have. How are we doing for time, Louisa?
We are good for time.
Okay, because I have no concept of how long I've been talking for.
We are good. Thank you so much. We've got about 10 minutes left, I think. Okay, and I'm sure Linda is on live with us. I'm sure Linda might have some questions for you. Linda, have you got any questions that you'd like to ask Sumi?
Well, I was interested in what Sumi was saying about your favourite items, but what if you've got like tons of things? Like, for instance, jeans, I've got lots of jeans. It's very hard to pinpoint just one pair. What do you do then? Are you allowed to have more?
You have to have more. Well, let me come closer. I've only just shown you one pair of jeans.
Yeah.
I didn't want to show you 20 pairs of jeans. I always think it's good to have one smart pair, like the ones I showed you, the Classic ones, and then a slouchy pair. So the weekend slouchy, I want to eat loads of food pair, I call them. and then you might want a black pair of jeans. So as well, a black pair of jeans. And then depending on whether, are you a jeans person or a
I am. Much more jeans trouser person.
A lot of people
Many.
are jeans and trousers. What I found is really funny is when you get to the summer, you're all brown up here, and you've all got white legs.
Yeah, it's true.
So you've got to get into some dresses and skirts more, I think.
I have to try that.
Yes, because what's really good this season is skirts are really on trend at the moment, but long skirts, so maxi skirts. So they're the width of your calf, and they're good for the ladies like yourself who always want to wear jeans but want to keep. They wear jeans because you want to cover your legs up.
Yeah.
So another alternative is the midi skirts. They're longer, and you know the long pleated skirts.
Yes.
Around, they're really good because they cover most of your leg, and you can still wear. You know, everyone wears the little ankle boots with jeans. You can still wear your ankle boots with the longer skirts and the long pleated skirts, the maxi skirts, because the skirt's still covering most of your legs, but you're not changing your shoe wear for it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But as going back to how many jeans you can have, I think I've got about 6 pairs of jeans, but they also include a black pair and a bright blue pair. So I keep my jeans to a minimum. But I also wear a lot of trousers. So if you want to move away from the jeans and the trousers, go into coloured trousers, because they're another way of wearing bottoms. And this season, there's lots of coloured trousers. You know, the checked trousers, the dog tooth, the Prince of Wales checks. They're really good. And you can get them in a skinny leg, like a jean, as well. So if you like that shape, but you don't want to go into skirts yet, you can go into patterned bottoms and coloured bottoms as well as jeans. You want to move out of jeans territory.
Yeah.
But I know jeans are really safe for a lot of women. They just want to wear jeans all the time.
That's right. It's so easy. It goes with everything. It's so easy because it goes with everything.
Yeah, it does. Just funny, I've got some jeans, but I haven't really worn them lately. I've been wearing skirts because there's so many skirts. Like I've got culottes at the moment, so they're trousers, but they're much more looser because I've gone off the whole pulling on a skinny pair of jeans and everything.
Yeah.
So I've got culottes on which are a bit more tailored, but I can wear them with this shirt, or I wear them with a cozy jumper as well. So,
what footwear would you wear with that? What footwear do you wear with the culottes?
With the culottes, I've got ankle boots, the little ankle boots, or trainers. Okay. I've got at the moment little stilettos on.
Oh, lovely.
Little kitten heels, but they're really small heels, so they're quite easy. Trainers, ankle boots. Yeah. So something with a little bit of a heel. With the culottes. Depending on how long the culottes are. So you can veer away from jeans. Trousers, coloured trousers, and culottes, and wide leg trousers as well.
With the wide leg, I'm a bit concerned because I'm not very tall. So does that make me look short? Would it make me look short?
Well, you have to make sure that they're not too wide. So not that wide. If they're not mega wide, if you make them fairly narrow type of wide leg trousers, that's fine. Yeah. And if you elevate yourself by wearing a heel, always them. How tall are you?
Yeah. Probably about 5'2" and a bit.
5'2", yeah, I'm 5'4", so I'm small. I'm small as well, and I wear wide leg trousers. I've got some black ones. They're old McSmara ones that I found in vintage, but they're of a black drapey fabric, so make sure they drape nicely. Don't buy wide leg jeans though.
No, that's too heavy, isn't it?
The fabric has to be soft and flowing because then they'll be nicer. And then always wear them with a heel to elongate your height as well. It doesn't have to be a big heel, it could be a small heel, but not flats.
Okay.
Not flats at all. So we can wear wide leg trousers. And if you buy them and they're too long, don't worry about it, just get them shortened.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to buy a pair of trousers that you love and have them altered rather than go around 20 shops trying to find the right length of wide leg trousers. I always find it.
Yeah.
Shorten. So does that help?
Yeah. Well, I might have a look at what other trousers I can wear apart from jeans.
You know,
I'm trying to stretch you out of the jeans category now.
Yeah. And then the next step for me would be dresses, because I don't wear them very often.
Yes, I know. That's why I made a big thing about dresses, because a lot of women wear jeans and a t-shirt, jeans and a jumper, trousers, wear the separates quite a lot. And I find once you start wearing dresses, you won't stop buying dresses, because it's so much easier to put on a dress in the mornings than finding the pieces to go with. And that's what I was saying, that a lot of dresses are quite day wear looking now. They don't have to be worn just for going out for dinner or and there's this whole trend of wearing dresses with trainers as well.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah.
More casual.
So a lot of people wear sort of quite dressy dresses and then put a pair of trainers on the bottom, and that's down. And that's what I said, you can dress it down with a biker jacket or a cardigan with a pair of trainers or a pair of little heels, and your dress doesn't become so formal. I think when people mention dress, wedding outfits,
Exactly.
when I go shopping myself, I always look at dresses first. Dresses and tops are my first things, because I know I've got lots of bottoms, and tops I think is where you bring in colour quite easily. You know, you can have your favourite pair of jeans, you can have your favourite pair of jeans, but you can always go mad with your tops, like the t-shirts, the blouses, the jumper. That's where you can bring all the trends in as well, if you've got your favourite pair of jeans. So, all jeans are all jeans. It's good to get out of that area as well and do colour. But I like your idea of the wide leg dress. See, I've got a pair as well. So I'm with them.
Yeah, I'd like to try anyway.
You should definitely get to. If you're 5'2", I go onto places like Topshop, because they have a petite range, so it's a shorter leg. If you go to companies that do a petite range, it's a shorter inside leg.
Yeah.
So because I've got some of their jeans from Topshop because they do the shorter leg as well.
Right. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, and I think people think you have to be really young to shop there, but you don't, because they do cater for, they do lots of pieces that are the basics, the essentials. One of those places where they do the different legs, the different waists, but they're not necessarily the bleached, ripped ones. You know, you can get nice indigo ones there, or black ones. So, does that help?
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, we'll have a look.
Thank you so much. And that was a really good tip as well about the getting the basics in the sales. That made so much sense. It's like, yes, of course, perfect.
Yes, that's why I wanted to make a note now, because it's mid-season sales at a lot of places. So even though it's not cold at the moment, get your coats now. Buy your winter coat now. You should really, theoretically, you should buy your winter coat in August, September when they first come out, because then they'll have your size. But now, because it's half-term week, this is where all the mid-season sell. So they need to get rid of their stock. They need to sell their stock. So this is where you should be going. I want my nice classic wide leg trouser. I want my nice blazer. I want my nice coat, and get all those things so that they're. So that's what I tend to do. If there's a label like Joseph, I want to get quality things, but I wouldn't afford them full price. I wait till the sale comes, keep an eye out on the things that I like, and then when it's sale time, go for it. You know, I'll tell you what I did. Massimo Dutti. They have
Massimo Dutti.
Massimo Dutti is a lovely brand, and it's quite nice for our age group as well. And I spied a tan leather jacket in there for ages and ages, and I thought, I can't. It's too indulgent, you know. I can't afford that. I kept my eye on it, and in the set it went down to half price, and I was so chuffed. I was so chuffed. I was in there trying it on, and I got it for half price. So I didn't feel so guilty buying it, but it's an investment piece because it's a leather jacket now, and it's a tan one, which I know I'll keep,
lovely,
and it'll be battered. So it is good to keep an eye out for them. But especially for those high item things, and those heavier price things. So I bought another leather jacket from Whistles. They always have a 30% off, 25% off discount. Get your more expensive items then, or your classics then, like a classic black dress or black jacket. Get them, get them then. And it is mid-season sales at the moment.
Oh.
So tempting.
Thank you very much, Sumi. Linda, did you have any more questions? I'm conscious of Sumi's.
Yeah. No, not really. I mean, I don't know.
I know that you missed Sumi doing her bit of her introduction, and Linda's looking to set up her own fashion business. Sumi, have you got any? Just if you've got time, just to share your story or how you got started, or any tips for Linda right at that beginning stage.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh right, yes. You came in after I'd explained how I started off in
yes, the vital bit.
25 years. Now, I'm feeling really old now. I've been in it for 25 years, a fashion designer full-time for 11 years for lots of brands along the high street. And then I had my 2 boys who are teenagers now. And then when I had the boys, I went freelance designing. And that's when I started the styling side up and personal shopping, because in all my companies that I've worked for, they send you on the shop floor to go and work. So you get to meet the customers. So that's when I started styling, because I'd go around the shop floor and go, oh, you should buy this jumper, put this trouser with it. So then, and because I've always done, when I did my fashion course, I did communications and business on that. I kind of had that alongside my fashion. So even though I'm quite creative and design, I've always had to have the business side. So that's how I built up my business of personal shopping and styling, because I've done it always within my work, and I also have the business side to set it all up. So I met Louise. I did a talk for I think you missed a bit at the beginning, where I did a talk at the Federation of Small Businesses for the women on how I my life of fashion and design. And Louisa came to the talk, and that's how we met. So we had a few coffees, just so that you know she hasn't just plucked me off the high.
Hand selected.
So I didn't back in June.
Oh.
And that's how we met. And we've met up for a couple of coffees and become friends, I hope. No, we had a few beauty things there. And she mentioned to me that she had clients that she coached, and part of the process was helping them with your personal brand and image. So she's asked me to come and do this webinar for you.
Great.
So that's what we missed at the beginning.
Right.
I was explaining. I think you, and I saw you come in and sit down.
Yes, that's right. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So that's where I am. That's what I've been doing today to help Louisa. So you're got your own fashion business, are you?
Well, I'd love to. I mean, I studied fashion design many years ago, and I'm working as a pattern cutter, and I've get back into design. And to me, the best way is to have my own brand, because it'd be difficult for me to find a job actually, because I don't have the experience that everybody's looking for. And also, I guess you'd have to, because when I studied, we didn't have computers. It was a long time ago. So I don't have that computer aided design kind of knowledge either. And I'm much more of a person who likes to do things creatively by hand anyway. So it fits me more to do it, to just draw out the designs, and I know how to make them. So it makes more sense for me to just do it for myself rather than try and work for somebody. At this, I feel like it's right to just do it like personally to begin with.
I didn't train with computers either.
But you must have done it at some point in your career, no?
I didn't. When I went to university, I didn't train with computers. I'm the old-fashioned route, so I hand draw and I hand stick and everything. But along the way, I had to learn the computer skills. I'm a CADer. I don't sit and draw CAD machines because CAD pictures all day because I'm so used to doing hands-on, like yourself,
Yeah.
hands-on talking to people, and I don't really like sitting still for very long.
No.
So I've learned computer skills along the way, and I'm
Right.
getting, it's not a main part of my job. But if someone asks me for the computer skills, I have to show it. So I work at home, and then I also work in offices. So I work both places. So sometimes it's nice being at home, sometimes it's nice being in an office. So I kind of have the best of both worlds. Because I'm like you, I don't want to work in an office full time. I don't want to work full time. So
that's right. Yeah. So I mean, for me personally, I'm working freelance pattern cutting, a few days a week basically, and then I've got time to I think to do my own thing now, or try to start that.
yes.
That's where anyway.
Oh, that's really good. But it's a lot of it, that sounds really good, and I think a lot of people are wanting to do that now, where they're choosing their own path now. They're choosing hours, they're choosing who to work with, how to work, and what they want to work. So I think as long as it makes you happy, then that's. I've got friends that aren't in fashion anymore because they've gone on to something else. But I still love fashion, and I suppose for me that because I've gone into the personal shopping side, the style side, that I can help people and make them happier. That's another part of the job that I've found quite rewarding. It's lovely to see people come out. I've had clients that don't even come out the changing rooms. They're that shy. Oh my God, it looks amazing on you, and they don't have anyone telling them that, and that's where I mean about the whole self-esteem, the confidence thing. If you've got no one helping you on that side of things, you don't know whether you're doing it right or not.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I mean, it's sort of making it more human, isn't it? What you do.
I think a lot of people think personal shoppers, we're all like these robots who come out with perfect outfits and perfect life. Lou Reeser will tell you this when I was talking to the FSB about my work and everything. And a lady asked me, how do you juggle work and home? And I said, some, it crosses, the barriers cross. And I said, I had to pick up my son from his maths tutor class, like he's got it tonight. I think that's in text about me now. And I was so preoccupied with work, I drove past him. He was waiting for me.
Oh no!
Past him, and he said he was stood there waiting, going, "Oh look, there's Mum," and she stood up again, and then I drove past him again, and he was just.
Oh no!
What's
Mum doing?
And I mentioned this in my talk, and lots of the ladies afterwards said to me or emailed me, said, "Oh, I'm glad you go through the same things as we do." Because everyone thinks because of what I do, if I say I'm in fashion or personal shopper, everyone automatically goes, "Oh, don't look at what I'm wearing," kind of thing. They're like this. The men go, "Oh, what do you think of my outfit?" And I tell them experiences. They go, "Oh," and you can see it on their face. "Oh, so you are human like the rest of us." We've got outfits all the time, perfect things going on all the time, And I said, "Yeah, I do. Just have to, sometimes I lose the plot, like we all do."
I love it. It's completely human. I think there's a huge relief in the room when Sumi shared it. It was like, people could remember when they left the baby in the supermarket.
And I was in there with my round of clothes and everyone. I could imagine everyone thinking, "Oh, look at her. She's got all her outfits ready. I bet she doesn't have any problem getting dressed in the morning." And I told the story about I even had one mum saying to me, I had to go and see my new nephew, and my sat nav, I put the wrong sat nav in address, and she went so she was an hour late getting to the hospital. So she said, in the same boat. So
it's so true.
Yeah. And that Louisa, the dog's been nicely sleeping in his bed.
He's been amazing, bless him. And my cat's just pumped in, and I'm so grateful because I know we've gone a little bit over. So thank you so much for all your time and sharing your wisdom. And I know that I need to go and check out my underwear drawer immediately.
You know what's really funny is when I did this and I was talking about it, so every once in a while I can see your head go like this. Because I'm feeling that you're feeling the same as I did. You know, I.e. the thing about the underwear when I said 20 pairs of M&S grey knickers. You two going,
yeah.
How many people just tuck it all the way at the back because they feel guilty about it? They'd rather wear the grey ones for months
than the lovely sexy ones.
This is the whole thing when we feel guilty all the time, and we shouldn't be. We should always look after ourselves, I think.
So true. There's so many tips in that. Thank you so much. And I do want to buy all those clothes on that rail now as well. That was really, really helpful. And what I really took as well around your personal brand is that it's so interesting that, you know, people associate red with you. So having a colour that people associate with you is a really easy way for representing your personal brand and image. So that's one of my big takeaways. That I think my one probably would be dark green, because it's one of my favourite colours. It's the one that everybody always compliments me on, and I seem
you're quite a greeny tealy person, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll be the lady in green. You can be the lady in red. You'll have to find your colour. Maybe you've
I'll have to find mine.
What are you wearing now?
I don't know yet.
What are you wearing now?
It's navy blue.
Okay.
Navy blue. I've got a t-shirt underneath, which is a bit of a fun one. Look.
Oh,
Doggy
that's
face.
so cool.
And jeans. It's got a little dog on it.
Oh, really? You should
Because I'm at home and I'm relaxing.
You're at home and relaxing. But you should wear a little cardigan on that, over that, so you can see the dog more. Have you got a dog?
Oh, yes.
My dog's sleeping down there on the floor.
Oh,
So cute.
It says his dog area, and he's a bit.
really?
That's his dog area. So I've had to put him.
Will you thank him for us for giving? Will you thank him for us for giving up?
You know, I've taken him shopping with me, and he's a really good deterrent for not making me spend too much money, because he gets bored and then starts chucking me out of the shop. And then buy properly, can't shop properly because he gets bored and starts yanking me out the shop. He's quite good dog to take for if I don't spend too much money.
As well. And so, Sumi, what can I do in terms of? So obviously, I know Emma and Holly and Sophie are going to be wanting to watch this later, so I can post your contact details underneath the webinar in case they want to get in touch with you for a one-to-one or more personal consultation. I'll add those underneath. And I guess it's just to say thank you so much. I've taken so much from this. It's been fantastic, and we'll look forward to having a coffee with you soon.
Definitely.
But thank you so much. So I will say goodbye now, and we will see you soon.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Thank you. That was amazing. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.